I occasionally masturbate. Yet, it'd be a bit presumptive to say that I'm a master at it. Especially since I haven't even come close to logging the 10,000 hours to achieve master status. I guess you could say I'm just an apprentice baiter. I recently got a friend with benefits. Her name's Lisa. She has health, dental, and 401k. Last night I had a date and some grapes and it was a delicious snack. I recently had a pregnancy scare with the girl I'm seeing. When she told me she wanted to have babies with me, I got scared. My adult beverage of choice is malt liquor. I drink it because it's cheap, has higher alcohol content, and its advertising tells it like it is. For example, in Colt 45's television commercials, you had Landell Calrissian, Billy D. Williams himself, holding a bottle and saying it works every time. And every time I drank it, I got fucked up. That's called truth in advertising. So when I heard a radio spot where Ice Cube was rapping, drink St. Ives malt liquor, it'll make your Jimmy thicker, I was like, right on. Not only will this drink get me drunk, but it'll give me something I need, a thicker Jimmy. After drinking it for several years and becoming a raging alcoholic, I realized Urban Dictionary made a mistake, and Jimmy actually means belly. I do work out, I do CrossFit, and whenever I tell people I do CrossFit, they're like, Robert, isn't CrossFit like a cult? I'm like, no, CrossFit is more like Fight Club. And like Fight Club, CrossFit has rules. The first rule being, you must always talk about CrossFit. In fact, just the other day I was in the kitchen at work and some girl was going on and on and on about how she ran 2 miles that morning. I'm like, 2 miles? That's nothing. This morning I ran 400 meters. Did 50 push-ups, 75 air squats, and 100 box jumps while reciting Act 2, Scene 3 of Hamlet in Pig Latin and farting the Star Spangled Banner. And that was just the warm-up. What I like best about CrossFit, besides looking good and getting fit, are the things you can say in the gym. Only there can you walk up to a girl and say, hey girl, your snatch is looking good. And hey girl, want to go in the corner and do some thrusters? Or just watch me jerk? You say that shit anywhere else, you get fired, slapped, or called a pervert. Or even all of the above. I have a loser friend. He's in his 40s and still lives with his mom. I'm like, dude, you make good money. It's time to move out on your own and fend for yourself. He's like, why the fuck would I want to do that? Here I get free rent, free food, and all of my disposable income goes to video games and hookers. That's when I decided to call my mom and say, guess who's moving back home? I see there are a bunch of lovely ladies in the audience tonight. Just want to let you know I'm single. I don't know why you laughed. That wasn't a joke. It was an advertisement. Since I am single, I am doing an online dating, but I recently made a big change. I quit Tinder, not because I wasn't meeting ladies, but because Blue Cross stopped covering the sprained fingers I got from constantly swiping right. So I joined a new dating site, one where they guarantee that you grab someone by the pussy on the first date. Of course, I'm talking about TrumpSingles.gov. The only dating site where it's not only okay to lie, it's actually encouraged. For example, when I was filling out my profile and it got to hand size, my only choices there were bigly or super duper huge. Guess which one I chose? No, it was bigly. I want to leave that element of surprise. I'm going to admit the women that I've met on that site aren't the kind I'd normally date. They don't get turned on by things like intellectual conversation, wit, or when I recite romantic poems from the 19th century. They get turned on when I regurgitate shit from Fox News. So to get them all hot and bothered, I have to whisper things like this into their ears. Lock her up.
There you go. Lock that bitch up.
Trump truly did have the largest inauguration crowd in the history of inaugurations. And President Trump really does know how to keep a secret. I can tell by the lack of laughter that not a lot of you watched the news in the last year. And finally, let's go down to the border and help build that wall. While we're knocking down that wall, that surrounds our heart.
Build it.
No.
Build that wall.
No.
Build it.
No.
Yeah.
No, I could debate you, but that would not be funny for you.
Build the wall.
All right. So, I'm going to admit that stuff does make panties drop. And when panties drop, I get lucky. I know you want to know more of the lurid details that goes on behind closed doors, but I am a gentleman, and gentlemen don't kiss and tell. We write about it on our blog, which you can read at robertbangsconservativechicks.com. I do need my hits to go up, so please check it out. And because I'm a gentleman, I don't want to wake them when I sneak out the next morning. So I leave them a note, a goodbye note, that uses all the best words. It goes something like this. Hey girl, last night was amazing. I will always cherish how you compared me to a sexy Sean Spicer. But I want to leave you with this alternative fact, which is formally known as the truth. You just slept with a liberal Jew who voted for Hillary. Love, Robert. P.S. Since I'm pretty sure the condom broke, you might want to go to Planned Parenthood before it's defunded. I'm going to leave you with some random thoughts I've recently had. Like, I don't understand why Christian fundamentalists hate porn, especially since half the dialogue is someone going, oh God, oh God, oh God. At Olive Garden, they say when you're here, you're family. Maybe that's why when my waiter went out for smokes, he never came back. And finally, I'm not afraid of getting abducted by aliens and getting anally probed. I'm more afraid of not getting anally probed and friend-zoned. I can't think of anything more humiliating than being rejected by a species whose only objective is to shove things up our asses. I'm Robert Schneider, thank you.